Bet horse racing on DRF Bets. We'll match your first deposit of $200. Get free expert picks and past performances, plus weekly cash back. All from Daily Racing Form, the most trusted name in horse racing.
Hi everyone, December 26th at Santa Anita is one of the biggest days of the year in California. It's opening day of the long winter meet. We have a lot to get through. 6 graded stakes races on the opening day card. First post, by the way, is early, 11 o'clock in the morning. It's an 11 race card, and we will be talking about all 6 graded stakes races in separate segments. And we'll start off with the opener. It's the grade 2 Santa Anita Mathis Mile, a 1 mile grass race for 3-year-olds. And this is historically a very good race for 3-year-olds. The Malibu later on in the afternoon is also for 3-year-olds, and that's the opening day headliner. But the Mathis Mile has produced some very good grass horses. Recent winners include Bowie's Hero, River Boyne, Smooth Like Straight. They all went on to become grade 1 winners against older. 3 years ago, Mo Forza won the Mathis Mile. He would win 4 grade 2 stakes races against older later in his career. So this race can be a precursor to future fame as these 3-year-olds transition into races open to all age groups. Okay, let's talk about the field of 7 that entered this race. And this is a race that has been historically dominated by favorites. In fact, favorites have won 9 of the last 13 Mathis Miles when the race is run on turf. It was taken off turf a year ago, but 9 of the last 13 Mathis winners on grass were the favorites. Now, I'm not sure who the favorite is going to be. Certainly, Balnikov is the most accomplished local horse, but I'm a Gambler, who I prefer, arrives in the U.S. with a big reputation and a big price tag, and we'll be talking about him in just a minute. But first, let's talk about I think it's a 2-horse race, by the way. Take nothing away from the likes of Sumter, who could potentially be loose on the lead, has a chance to steal it. The other horses seem to be kind of allowance caliber horses. But let's talk about Balnikov. Balnikov is a European import trained by guess who? Phil D'Amato. D'Amato won more than 1/3 of the graded stakes races on turf in California since opening day of the winter meet a year ago. D'Amato has the deepest grass stable in California. Baffert has the deepest dirt stable in California. So Balnikov, trained by Phil D'Amato, who is always a force in these grass races. And Balnikov, an Irish import, he actually began his career in April at Santa Anita with a runner-up finish in the Singletary. He would go on to win the Oceanside Stakes in summer, but the best race of his U.S. career, Balnikov, was last time out at Keeneland in late October in the grade 3 Bryan Station. We're going to take a look at the stretch run of Balnikov. He is buried down inside in the turquoise silks. He's got no chance to win this race from here, does he? Well, yeah, he does, because Tyler Gaffalione is one heck of a rider, and he was able to weave through traffic, get Balnikov to the outside. He ran his final quarter mile in 22.56, and he smoked home late to defeat Witt in the shadow of the wire. And by the way, Witt is a very good horse. Witt would come out of this race to finish a better than look 3rd last time out in the grade 1 Hollywood Derby. So the performance by Balnikov has already been validated. D'Amato and this colt's owners Gelding's owners, by the way, elected to skip the Hollywood Derby to point specifically for the Mathis Mile on opening day. And here we are. This is a good horse in good form. Gaffalione is going to be riding the opening day card at Santa Anita before he returns home. And Balnikov, the best finisher in the field, he'll be rolling late and he might get there, but he can't win unless he can catch I'm a Gambler. I'm a Gambler is a gelding who has started a number of times, 24 starts for I'm a Gambler overseas, 9 wins. He won 4 of his last 5. And you don't see too many geldings who are auctioned for $1 million, but that's exactly what the connections of I'm a Gambler paid for this 3-year-old gelding this fall in a European auction. And I'm a Gambler will be making his U.S. debut for trainer Mark Glatt. Flavian Pratt is aboard. Let's take a look at the most recent start by I'm a Gambler. It was at Redcar in England, and this is a pace presser. He's 3 off the fence. He can press the pace. He has tactical speed which should lead to a good trip on Monday in the Mathis Mile. He has tactical speed enough to keep likely pace setter Sumter in his sights. And this is I'm a Gambler winning for the 9th time. He won clear, and he beat a pretty good field in this $52,000 stakes race. Third place finisher Dubai Poet is a group caliber horse in Europe. He beat a good field. I'm a Gambler did. They paid $1 million for him. I watched I'm a Gambler work on the training track last weekend under Flavian Pratt. It was the first time that Pratt had been aboard. This is a very good-looking horse. He's a good-looking gelding. He switched leads on cue. He finished well. Pratt was happy. Glatt was ecstatic. He acts like a top-class horse around the Glatt stable. And I think that I'm a Gambler is going to be very tough to beat in the opener on Monday at Santa Anita. 11 o'clock first post. Very curious about the price. I will settle for 2-1 on I'm a Gambler, but I don't know if we're going to get it. Anything short of that, it's going to be an underlay. The Mathis Mile, 11 o'clock, race 1 on Monday, opening day of the Santa Anita Winter Meet. I expect I'm a Gambler. In fact, I think he's the most probable winner on the entire Monday card. I'm a Gambler over Balnikov. It's race 1 Monday at Santa Anita.